Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be doing an oil change on my 2018 BMW M550. I'm going to show you guys the tools that I have, that you will need to do the oil change. Let me flip the camera real quick so you guys can. So to start, you're going to need this. This is for the oil drain plug. Let me flip it around. So this is going to be an 8mm hex bit. This is the tool. I got this off Amazon. For the oil filter, usually these BMWs have it on the top. This is my first time doing the oil change on this car. It's on the bottom, but it's still really accessible. It's really easy, and this is the tool that came in here. I already test fit it, and it does fit. So if you guys are considering doing it yourself, get it from Amazon. It came in the very next day. Just make sure that it's got those specs. Now, filter, this is the one I'm going to be using. It's a paper filter, as you guys can see. Now this one has, usually these filters you can put it anyway, like this or like this on the car. Now this one for this car is different. You got to make sure you put it on the right way, because as you can see, it's different here than here. And then you also have your seals that you're supposed to replace when doing the oil change, and that's the oil I got. This car takes 9 quarts of oil, and it's recommended 0W30. Me personally, I like mobile ones, so that's what I'm going with. So very simple process. Oil gets filled right there. Then let me see if I can scoot up down here. I'll show you guys where's everything at. This car, I have it on the on my ramps, and it's still really low. Let me see if you can see. So that's where the filter goes, and then this is the drain plug. Let me see right there. So very simple, not difficult at all. It's just a really low car, so it kind of makes it a little bit difficult, but it shouldn't be too bad. So let me go ahead and put you guys on the tripod so you guys can see how it works. All right, so I tried the tripod down here, but it's really tight, so it didn't fit. So I'm holding the camera with the hand and then doing this with the other one. I already loosed these. It was really tight, but as you can see, the X millimeter fits, oh, come on, perfectly fine in there. So it's already loose. The oil is about to start dripping, so let me put my thing down there. Sorry if my camera was moving. I'm just not. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and get started with this. Hopefully I don't make a mess. Should be coming out right about now. There you go. All right, let me put the camera down real quick so I can go ahead and clean up my gloves with my paper towels. But as you can see, oil is coming out. Very simple. Doesn't require too much of knowledge, I would say. So let me put you guys on stop real quick, get cleaned up, and keep on draining the oil out of there, and then I'm gonna jump into the filter. All right, as the oil is draining out of the engine, I went ahead and I cleaned the drain plug, put the new seal in it, and now it's ready to go back in. I'm just waiting on all the oil to get out of the engine, and then I'm gonna jump into the filter, which it should be no more than a minute to take out as well. All right, so as you guys can see, the tool goes in perfectly fine. I'm gonna use this extension and then the ratchet to go ahead and remove it, just because it's really close to the actual metal panel back down here. Let me put you on, let me actually pause the video for a second because it's really tight in here, so I can go ahead and take care of this real quick. Quick update, I got the filter out. As I was telling you beginning of the video, it's got 2 different positions. So the deep side goes towards the top, and then this other side goes towards the bottom. It was really tight to get out of there. I kind of did like a little bit of splashing. It was just pretty much just had to pull it out. And it does have a rubber piece right here, as you guys can see right next to my finger. I'm gonna replace that one to put the one that came with the new filter. I got the tool stuck in, so I gotta figure out how to get that out. Maybe I'll leave it there until I actually screw it in, and then it might be easier to remove. But so far, pretty simple process. It's been a little bit difficult because the ramps do not give the car, and as you can see, there's like the oil tray that I'm getting the oil out is really close to the car, which it makes it a little bit difficult. But next time I definitely would do it on the jack and put it on some stands just to get a little bit more high, but not difficult at all. So let me put you on stop real quick, put all these together. Let me actually see if I can put it on the tripod so you guys can see how to put this gasket in. Alright, so pretty simple as you guys can see. Now ideally you should have something like really thin to pull the previous gasket out. I do have one somewhere in my tools, but I figure found something else that it was thin as well, and it worked. So I got the new seal in. I'm gonna go ahead and slap the new filter as well. And as you guys saw, this one came out. This is the shallow part, and this is the deeper one. Deeper one goes facing top, and then this one goes like this, and it kind of like just hooks in there. So let me go ahead and slap it in. There you go, very simple. It's ready to go back in, nothing too complicated. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the drain plug first, and then I would deal with this part right here, because I still got to figure out how to get this freaking tool out. So that's gonna be a fun one. Alright, so pretty much all done with everything. Everything is put back in place. There's the filter, there's the drain plug. I'm gonna go ahead and go up to the engine, start pumping oil, and then at the end I'm gonna show you guys how to reset the oil light, not light, but like the service stuff in your car on the menu, pretty much, so the car knows that the oil change was done, and it will not remind you that you have to do an oil change. Alright, so oil change is pretty much done. It takes 9, that's what I read online. I put 8.5. What I'm gonna do now, as I put the dirty oil back to the jogs, pretty much, I'm gonna turn on the car, get it off the ramp, let it run, because this car, in order for it to measure the oil level, it has to run for at least, it says 30 minutes. So what I'll do is I'm gonna get it off the ramp so it will level out, keep it on for a little while, and then I'm gonna go ahead and check the oil, see if it's fine. I'd rather have to add a little bit than having to get underneath again and getting, you know, the drain plug out and draining much that I'm supposed to. So I figure it was better to put less than more. And then I'll show you guys how to reset that service life for the oil. All right, guys, so the car's been running for a little while now. I did the oil measurement. It came, I did 8.5 quarts, like I said, but I have to add, I guess, the other half, because it's green, but it needs a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that into the car, but you know, I'm gonna do that off camera. There's not a big deal about that. Let me turn it off and show you guys how to reset the oil service light, okay? All right, I'm gonna reset the oil life now. Make sure your doors are closed. You gotta push the start button 3 times fast, and then it goes into that mode. Then you can hold this, and then you can reset possible, hold it again, reset, lift it, then hold it again, reset in progress. There you go, reset successful. So you're good to go at that point. Go ahead and start again. normal. There you go. Now, I don't like to do the oil change every 10,000 miles. Me personally, even though I use synthetic oil, I like to do it every 3, just for protection on the engine and things like that. Maybe I'm being a little bit extreme, but I like to do it every 3,000 miles, and I go by the trip B or trip A. That's what I do. I keep an eye on that, and after 3,000 miles I go ahead and do the oil change myself. But I always like to reset it on the car so the car knows that it has brand new oil in it. But that's just me. Again, I hope the video was helpful to you guys, and if you like to see more things car related, I always like to do my maintenance in my car when it's not super complicated. I like to do it myself. And you know, I talk about the cars, do different things with the cars. I used to go to the racetrack, but the racetrack is closed, so obviously I cannot do that. I would love to race this BMW against my Hellcat to see the difference on the cars, but I don't know. I gotta find somebody to let the BMW to drive the BMW. So subscribe, like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys on the next video.